Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of BNEWS Sports Hub. I'm your host, Anthony Matos. This month we go to Burlington Ice Palace for Red Devil hockey. We'll have a conversation with head coach Bobby Conceison and senior captains Dillon O'Reilly, Will Curtin, and Koby Sloan. We'll have our player spotlight and our Red Devil review. That's all right here, right now, on this month of BNEWS Sports Hub. To jumpstart our discussion, we'll offer you a little refresher of the team. We go to BNews Sports reporter Robert Paris for the Red Devil Review.
Hey everyone, I'm Robert Paris and this is your Red Devil Review. The cold temperatures have arrived and people are putting on their winter jackets. So it must mean that winter has begun. As we transition from fall to winter, the Red Devil hockey team is gearing up for the season under the supervision of their new head coach. In March of 2022, Bob Conceison retired from his head coaching duties at the Burlington Ice Palace after 35 years of dedicated service. During his time as head coach, Conceison led the Devils to 470 career wins, 13 Cahoon tournaments, 1 Super 8 finals, and 2 Division I state titles. Conceison also had the opportunity to coach his 2 sons, Paul and Bobby. It was a legacy he will be leaving behind, but Conceison knew the time was right to move on to the next chapter in his life. In the summer, BHS Athletics announced that the torch would be passed down from father to son as Bobby Conceison Jr. was named the new head coach of Red Devil hockey. Bobby worked with his father and the team as an assistant for the past 10 years. Let's take a look at last year's Red Devil season. Burlington had a rebuild season as they lost 9 seniors from the year prior, including Jack J., Ray Magliosi, Colin Brown, Sean Malone, Dalton McKinnon, Brian O'Neill, Brian Murray, Joe Trabacco, and Nolan Kelleher. This year, the team finished with 14 losses, 1 tie, and 7 wins against Wakefield, Watertown, Melrose, Bridgewater, Raynham, and Wilmington. 2 of the Red Devils' other wins came in the Edburns Coffee Pot and Cahoon tournaments. In the first round of the Coffee Pot tournament, Burlington traveled with Canton Metro Ice Arena to clash with the Bulldogs and were shut out 4-0. Burlington bounced back in the second round against Walpole with a 6-3 victory. The Devils lost in the third round 2-1 over Framingham. Burlington's final 2 games of the season came in the Cahoon tournament against Chelmsford and Medford. In the first round, the Devils couldn't get past Chelmsford as they lost 4-1. Burlington finished the season out on a high note as the Red Devils won a close game of 4-3 over Medford in the consolation round. It was an emotional post-game ceremony afterwards as Bob Conceison made his farewell speech to the parents, fans, and his athletes.
I feel so happy that I have my loving families here and they've been supportive of me my whole career. I feel so good about going out with this team. We weren't the most successful team, but these kids learned so much during the course of the year. And they gave me that mixed feeling. That mixed feeling is I'm leaving something really special here, but I'm also very proud of that special feeling that we've created in Burlington hockey, and I'm sure it will continue. Thank you, everybody who's here. Thank you, the administration, Sean, the administration. Thanks, everybody.
4 seniors left from the 21-22 season, including Richard Shepard, Anthony Andriolo, CJ Hacker, and Patrick Casey. According to the Boston Globe, Andriolo and McLean were named Middlesex League All-Stars for the 21-22 hockey season. 10 stars from last year have returned this season, including Camden Shanahan, Dillon O'Reilly, Ryan Kane, Will Curtin, Jackson Powers, Alex Robbins, Alex Healy, Seamus McMakin, and Charlie Andriolo. We look forward to the upcoming season as the Red Devils enter a new era under their new head coach, Bobby Conceison Jr. And that is all for your Red Devil Review. I'm Robert Paris. Back to you, Anthony.
I'm here with the hockey captains. Gentlemen, how are we today?
How are you?
We're good, we're good. Just how'd you get involved with the sport of hockey?
I've been playing as long as I can know, probably 10, 11 years now. So starting with town, then kind of branching out, playing club hockey, with these guys. So I've been with it my whole life and up until now. So
I actually first started when I was free skating at the Burlington Ice Palace, and my mom introduced me to Coach Conceison because he used to coach her. So ever since then, I've been playing hockey probably about like 10 years now.
My dad, he's a Bruins season ticket holder. He builds backyard rinks every year. Used to play beer league. Used to go watch his beer league games. So I've been I've been in love with the hockey since I was little.
Just talk about working with Coach C from last year.
Oh, he's taught me so much. Ever since I came up as a freshman, trying out for him, then playing for him a little bit of that year, and then sophomore, junior year, like taught me everything about how to respect this game, like how to play it correctly, what it's like to be a part of a team. Just a bunch of invaluable lessons that I've learned from him.
Yeah, I've had him in 2 out of my 3 sports, all the way up till last year when he retired. He's taught me a lot of like life lessons out of the sports, like how to be a good person and everything like that.
Yeah, he's a great coach, a golf coach, hockey coach. For hockey, I was only on his team for 1 year. 1 year I was hurt, but yeah, he taught me a lot for defense, how to be more disciplined.
What were your guys' thoughts when he announced his retirement?
It was definitely a surprise. I think there was kind of a general idea that the end was coming, but I don't think anyone expected it that quick or that abrupt, especially that late in the season. But it seems like it was the right move for him, which is the right move for us. So in the direction the team is going now because of him and what he left is all we can ask for. So.
I wasn't like too surprised. I felt like I could kind of see it coming, but I was definitely like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just felt a little weird us being the year that he like retired after 35 years.
Yeah, definitely a surprise, but I think we're in need for a change, and I think we will benefit this year.
What have you learned from him as a player?
From old Coach Conceison?
Yeah.
A ton. Like how I carry myself in that locker room, how I treat my other teammates. I think, like obviously being a captain this year, I contribute some of that and some of my leadership to learning and watching after him. And he's taught me a bunch of lessons on the ice, strategy, stuff like that. So
Definitely taught me how to be a leader, like always staying motivated. Like the hockey team's like a huge commitment, and he made sure like we're doing everything right to win, and like that's the end goal.
Yeah, he's taught me how to be a better listener, better leader. Yeah.
What are you guys gonna miss from him?
just seeing him every day. He's just always smiling. He's always good to have a conversation with him. He's always got something to say. And just we're gonna miss that peace of mind. But if he's doing well, so we're doing well.
Yeah, I miss the way he treated us. He was always nice, and definitely cared for the sport. Once we were in that locker room or on the golf course, we were there to win and try our best.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna stink not seeing him around as much. Always a happy guy, and but I'm pretty sure he'll still be at every game, most likely.
So new coach in town. How's that one, Junior?
Oh, we love it. You know, it's good to have a guy come over from your house, like somebody that we've been around. Especially like we played JV freshman year, and we were under Junior C. So I've known what it's been like to be in the locker room with him. He's been an assistant coach for varsity, so it's good. It's not like something brand new, and it's already a good formula that we have in that locker room because of him. So.
Yeah, he's always been such a great guy. He's so easy to talk to, especially freshman, sophomore year. Like if you had a problem, you can talk to him, and he just feels more comfortable, and I feel like it makes the team more comfortable with each other, more friendly, more of a family.
Yeah, I mean he's been us 5 seniors. He's been our coach all 4 years, him and Morgan. So we've been with him the whole time. So we definitely built up chemistry, and yeah, looking forward to this year.
Were you excited that he was taking over the team?
Yeah, definitely. Once I heard it was him and Morgan was sticking around, and it was kind of the same guys that we were going to go back at it with. I couldn't be more happy. We don't have to adjust to anything new for our last year. Everything that we want to do is there for us because of these two. So
I was definitely really excited, especially since being on JV my freshman year and then being the main coaches. That was a really fun year, and we won a lot of games that year. And it just made me think why not do this when we're on varsity and them being great coaches. And also, even though Coach C Senior was a great coach, I feel like it was good to have since we had a bad season last year, switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for a change. I think this will be a very fun year.
Talk about some of the strategies you each take for each game.
Well, some new ones this year, we're watching film before games. There's a good vibe in the locker room. We got our music playing, we're having fun, staying loose, stretching out, and then, coming together, to assess like this goal of winning before the game, before we step on the ice, and then taking it as a team.
I like to get like comfortable, stretched out, but also I like to try and stay as calm as possible. Like not trying to get in my head, and like if not, like honestly at some point like manifest that we're gonna win and like go out there and know that I'm gonna score.
Yeah, I definitely like to stretch, listen to music, but as a defenseman, I like to talk with my D group before the game, goalies, so we're all on the same page.
Just talk about being captains this year for the new era.
It's great. It's a great feeling to have that C on your jersey, but we get to lead by example, and I think we're looking forward to doing that. But at the end of the day, we're no different than anybody else in that locker room, and we're all fighting to do the same thing. So as long as we're just leading by a good example, then that's all we can do.
Leading is definitely like something that I've always liked to do. Like I like to show people where to go, but us three being all captains together makes it like I feel like easier for us to like, and also we're friendly with everyone on the team. We all have younger siblings, so most of the younger siblings on the team, so it's easy to like bond with everyone and lead them to the right path to win.
Yeah, our team's definitely a family this year. So, and then we have 2 other seniors, Ryan Kane and Alex Healy, who will both play big roles in the leadership.
How do you motivate the team as captains?
Just setting a good example, right? Like, I think that if we can back up our talk, obviously we're gonna motivate these kids. But if we can back up our talk with our play and leading by example, then they'll follow right after us being the captains. So that's all we can do to help these kids.
Yeah, definitely just trying to like have them look up to us, like having good speeches before a game, trying to get everyone hyped up as possible. Like even like the other day we had a scrimmage, it's a scrimmage, but like we have to remind everyone we want to come off to a good start. Even though it's a scrimmage, it's like we should try to win as much as we can.
So our teams, we only have like 4 new kids, so we all have the same feeling of losing last year, losing a lot. So we all want to win, and we just keep reminding them how much we want to win.
How did the underclassmen look up to you guys?
Well, like Dill just said, like we're returning pretty much the same team and the same the underclassmen, but for like the new kids, the new freshmen, look up to them. Hopefully they look up to us based off what we do and how we kind of handle ourselves in the locker room, how we carry ourselves in the locker room, even outside the locker room, like in the classroom. Having these kids look up to us as positive examples and role models of Burlington hockey.
I mean, they look up to us as like the veterans in the room. Like, even though us 3 weren't like technically on varsity our freshman year, like we know what it's like to be a part of a team like that. To win that year, the team was amazing. It was like a winning team. So like hopefully they looked up us in that sense of like we know how to win. But also like we're like we said before, we're all very close with them. And like I have a brother in the team. They're all friends. Like we're all just close to that age group.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, we're just going to be a big family. The sophomore group, they all look up to us. We're good friends with them. We're close friends with them. Our whole team's friends pretty much this year. And then we're just trying to get all the new kids involved.
What matchup are we looking forward to the most?
Woburn all day. Danny DeFeo, we're coming.
Yeah.
Same all around, Woburn?
Yeah, Woburn all day. We're coming back for you guys.
Yeah, we had a brutal loss last year. We were up 2-0 after the second period. Don't know what happened. Might have got a little too cocky, and we lost. But
Is there like a second matchup we're looking forward to? Or just Woo?
just first game of the year.
Maybe
Winchester.
even Reading and Winchester.
Yeah, definitely. Reading, always a great scene. We're playing at their rink this year. But at the end of the day, it's Woburn.
Talk about working with the assistant coaches.
Oh, they've been great. We got Manfredi this year and Coach Hash, who's been in the program for a little bit. Obviously, I spent some years with him on JV. And they've been great so far. Just been a help, good conversation, like good to learn these things here and there, seeing them at practice, seeing them on the bench. And they've been very welcome in our locker room.
Yeah, Coach Hash has always been around with us. He's been a great guy. Manfredi, wicked great guy. Just met him a couple weeks ago, and he's there to help everyone. He's making sure everyone's good. And obviously, Coach Morgan's like he's the offensive guy. He makes all the plays for us. I love all the X's and O's he throws in. He knows his hockey, and great coach to have.
I mean, both of our new assistant coaches, they're always in great spirits, always heads high, and yeah.
What are the things Coach C has taught you so far?
Coach E Jr.?
Yeah.
I think kind of the same as his father, our old coach. Just how to be like a good teammate, how to treat kids on your team, with respect, how to get the most out of him. As far as like the strategies on ice, like we haven't really gotten that far into it, only being a couple practices and a scrimmage down. But he brings a lot of excitement to the rink, and I think that just like that's so evident in the locker room. We're completely different vibe. Like everyone's ready to go, ready to win, and I think it starts with him.
Yeah, like Will said, like we haven't had many practices, so we haven't seen that aspect yet. But he definitely has taught us like the little things, like being respectful, being a good leader, picking up trash in the locker room, all those little things that you need to be a good team. And it shows that he cares. Like he's been texting us a lot, us three captains in a group chat. He'd show he's always been like, even like 100 days before tryouts, he's been talking to us, and we were ready for the hockey season.
Yeah, he's been in great contact with us, keeping us up to date. We've been keeping him up to date. He's taught us a lot about composure, staying composed, and how to win. He's teaching us how to win this year, which is what we all want.
How do you practice on and off the ice in the off season?
I'm a member at a gym, so I'm staying in the gym as much as I can, get my exercise in. We've been skating together over the summer and into this fall season here. And now that we're in season, like it's full go, practice every day. And if it's not, we're working out after, or we're getting together after to do something to make ourselves better and ultimately make this team better.
Yeah, so for me in the off season, I'm a member at Lifetime, so I go to the gym as much as I can. I was also on the Wizards. That's like a club hockey team, pretty often skates, and that was good for us to get in the flow. And then closer towards the season, we had captain's practice every Sunday, so we got like the team together and we skated with everyone. And then now we're doing like obviously hockey and practice and games, and then we're gonna start doing strength and mobility. The trainer.
Yeah, I played on the same half-season hockey team with Koby and a couple other kids to help build up some chemistry and some motivation for this year, and try to get to the gym as much as possible during the summer, keep up in shape.
Do you have any college plans next year, just in general?
For hockey, I don't, but obviously I do plan on going to college, yes.
Yeah, I do plan on going to college. I was gonna play college lacrosse, but now I think I'm gonna do club lacrosse.
Yeah, I'm planning to go to college also.
What are you going to miss from Coach C in this final year? Junior.
Coach C Junior. Well, I'm just gonna miss, being there and being with him at the rink and, talking hockey and the competitiveness that comes with a relationship with a coach. Like, obviously it's gonna be my last year of competitive sports, especially in hockey. So I'll miss coming to the rink and seeing him there and talking about this team and what we can do and how we can win.
Probably gonna miss how much of a caring coach he is, and like how he like builds relationships with everyone on the team. He makes sure everyone feels like a part of a family, and make sure everyone's that's like on the same page, and you can tell he cares about everyone.
Yeah, I love how close we are, our whole team, right, with him. We have meetings every day after practice with him, which is great, and yeah, just staying in touch with him.
What are you going to miss being on the team?
Just these guys. I don't want to think about it too much now, just getting into the beginning of it. I'll miss it when it comes, but it's just, there's such a family in there. It's such like a brotherhood. It gets me through these school days, like just thinking about going to the locker room and getting on the ice after school with these guys. And there's like nothing like it. No other sport that I've played here is like it, and the family that we built in that locker room. So I'll miss it a ton.
100% the family and being in the locker room, like every day in school, like Will said, you're just waiting to get into practice. It's just fun being with everyone, playing music. Everyone's talking to each other in the locker room. I could be in that locker room for hours before we skate every single day. And like, even though hockey's not my like favorite sport playing wise, cause my main sport lacrosse, all day hockey's the most fun. Just because being with the kids and being in the locker room, the group of kids is just nothing beats that.
Yeah, being in the locker room is awesome. And then we have the team dinners that we have once a week, which are also awesome, which is just bonding pretty much.
What do you hope to take away from the season?
A winning season. Just that feeling of winning, that feeling of success. Hopefully we have such a good opportunity, and I love this team and where we can go and what we can be. So hopefully if I take anything away from this season, it's like a winning feeling, a good feeling to end my high school hockey career with.
Overcoming the obstacles and essentially winning, because last year was a bad year for us, and we want to overcome that. Hopefully we same group of guys, we want to overcome the problems that we had last year, hopefully beat that, and then we can essentially win. Overall, make a state tournament for sure. We didn't make it last year.
Yeah, definitely make a state tournament and make a run. Upset a couple teams that we can and just play good hockey.
Thank you, gentlemen. You were great. Let's check out this month's Player Spotlight with our senior captains.
Hi, I'm Koby Sloan.
I'm Dillon O'Reilly.
I'm Curtin, and this is the
Players Spotlight. You know, I've been on this team for 3 full years, a little bit my freshman year. It's been a fun year. Being with the guys, being in the locker room with everyone is the most fun time of the year. Out of all 3 sports, this is definitely the most family bonding. You meet everyone on the team, new guys. It's just fun being with everyone.
This team, our senior group, we've all been playing together the last 4 years, starting on JV, our same group of 5 kids. And our JV year was one of our best years. We had a lot of chemistry, and we're looking to bring that back this year. With the younger group, who we all know, we're all friends with, we're a big family.
just the opportunity. You know, last year wasn't so great, but new group of guys, new coaching staff. We have a great opportunity in front of us. I love this team. I'm just excited to get going.
New coach, he's a great guy. It's great seeing how the new systems we're putting in.
I'm excited. This is a new change. We need a change after last year. We have a whole different mentality, looking to have more fun. He'll be a good coach.
Coach C, I mean, I've been with him all 4 years, with him a little bit on JV my freshman year, and then he's been in the locker room ever since I've been here. Great guy, learned a lot from him, great role model, great guy to look up to, and I'm glad I get to play for him.
I'm definitely looking forward to making the state tournaments. This last year we didn't. We're definitely off to a better start. We had trouble scoring goals last year.
Just competing, winning games.
We're going to play hard for him, you know. We're going to play hard for all these coaches. We're going to play hard for each other. It's going to be a real fun year. I'm really excited to get going.
Looking forward to watching us compete. I think we're going to be a very competitive team in all of our games. I think we're going to be, it's a lot of a really cohesive group and a really tight-knit team that I think are really going to support each other and be really good teammates, and it'll show on the ice, I think.
I'm here with Coach Bobby Conceison. Coach, how are we today? We're good?
Great,
We're
how
good?
are you?
Just talking about working with your father for 10 years as an assistant.
Sure, it was a really special experience. I've been involved in the Burlington hockey program since I was very young, coming to all the games, and so it was really a great experience to be able to coach with him. I learned a lot from him, and I still am relying on him every once in a while for advice because he was doing it for a long time and did it very well. He had a lot of success. We had a lot of success together, so it was a lot of fun and a really special experience.
As a player, what did your father expect from you?
Yeah, so as a player, playing for Dad, it was always a bit of a challenge, but he just expected the same out of everybody. Really hard work and being a good teammate and a good person and really caring about each other. And he wanted to win. So in addition to those character traits, and he just expects a lot out of his players, and he expected a lot out of me too.
What are your thoughts on your father's retirement from Red Devil hockey?
It is bittersweet. I really enjoyed working with him. I would have done it for as long as he was around. I had some opportunities to go other places, but I didn't want to do that because I really love this program. I really loved working with him and learning from him. So obviously it was a tough night when he did retire, but I'm really happy for him to kind of go on his own terms and when he was ready.
Just talk about the process of how you got the head coaching job here.
Sure. So after my dad retired, the job was posted and I applied, and I was lucky enough to be selected by Mr. Hart and the other administrators at the school. So I'm really thankful for them for the opportunity to continue to be a part of this program and lead it now.
Were the ethics excited when you were named head coach?
I would say so. Yeah, I think we had some good meetings in the off season and really positive. And I think, like the captain said, that it's pretty similar. You know, it was a seamless transition. Coach Morgan and I have been around for 10 years or so. So yes, there are some things that we've changed, but it also a lot of familiarity, especially with the older guys.
What are you looking forward to as you step into the head coaching role?
Looking forward to a lot of things. I'm looking forward to competing and to teaching high school kids lessons about life and about hockey. And I think you can use hockey and any sport as kind of a way to teach life lessons, and that's really what I believe high school sports are all about. Yes, we want to win, no question, but also it's the other piece of things, the character building and the teamwork and the perseverance. things that you can learn from playing a team sport like hockey.
What are you expecting from the athletes this year?
I'm just expecting them to work really hard, to be really good teammates, because I think that great teams are comprised of great teammates. So if we're able to be really good teammates to each other, that we're going to be able to accomplish some things that are special. And I really want and hope for the seniors that we have a really good year. Last year, wins and losses wise, wasn't our best. Again, we learned a lot of lessons last year, which I think was important. So going forward, I really hope that these seniors get to experience some success this year.
Just talk about the 3 captains this year.
Oh, they've been great. Koby, Will, and Dillon. They each bring their own kind of unique personalities, but they work really well together as a leadership group to kind of lead our team. I can't say enough good things about them. I think they've been excellent. They've been leaders on the ice. They've been leaders in the locker room. They care about everybody, and they want to have success. So they've really worked hard on their own games, and now they're working hard to help other guys become and to bring our team together to become a really good team.
How have they stepped up in the captain's role?
Yeah, and it's not always easy, but they've done a really good job. And again, it's about focusing on their own play and leading by example on the ice, but also having those tough conversations off the ice and getting guys going in the locker room and bringing the team together. So they've done all of that so far, and I'm really proud of them and excited for them. In addition to the other seniors, I think the other seniors are great leaders too. We have a lot of leaders in the locker room, it definitely starts with those 3.
Just talk about the assistant coaches you work with.
Yeah, so I'm very lucky to have a great staff. Donald Morgan has been an assistant with me, or we've been working together at the JV level for, and varsity for 10 years or so. We actually played together, and we were the captains together in 2003, so a long time ago now, but we've been good friends for a while. So we have a really good relationship. And then adding Coach Terry Hatch, who has been a volunteer with the JV team for a while, and Coach Mike Manfredi, who has been in a couple other different places, but he lives in Burlington and is really excited about being a part of Burlington hockey. Terry is a Burlington graduate, so we're lucky that we have a great group of guys, and really excited to work with them. It's been a great first week and a half or so, and really looking forward to spending the next couple months with them.
So as of now, the regular season is coming. What matchups are you looking forward to?
Yeah, so we've been targeting that first game. We're very excited to play our first game next Wednesday night against Winchester. We have an opportunity, a bit of a tough stretch to start with Winchester, Reading, and Belmont. I'm just excited to see us play, and we have a couple of other exciting things in our schedule. We're playing in the Ed Burns tournament, which is 3 games against other good public school teams from around the state. We have our own tournament at the end of the year, the Cahoon tournament. And obviously the traditional rivalries like Woburn, always fun to play against teams like that.
How have the athletes been doing in the practices?
Great. Everybody's working hard. We've had 2 practices so far after tryouts, so guys are working hard. Guys are pushing each other to get better, and our goal is just to get better every day.
What are some of the strategies you teach to the athletes?
Yeah, and I think the X's and O's are really important, and we've been kind of implementing some of that. It's just been hard with only a couple of practices and a scrimmage, so we have another week or so to get ready for our first game. So we'll continue to put things in and continue to have, but our main goal is to make sure that guys are working hard, that they're good teammates, because I think the other stuff will come, those X's and O's and the little bits and pieces that will go along throughout the year. We're going to be a team that plays hard, and that will try to outwork a lot of teams. That's our goal.
What are you going to miss from the seniors?
It's a great senior class. I'm definitely going to miss their leadership. I don't miss them yet because we're still with them every day. But yeah, at the end of the year, I think that it's a great group of seniors, and they really want to have success, and I'm really hopeful that we're able to do that for them.
What do you hope to take away from this season?
I hope it's a lot of good feelings in the locker room, a lot of good being good teammates to each other, learning a lot of lessons, and doing some winning along the way. We haven't really talked about goals for the season, but I think we want to be competitive in every game that we play in. We want to be competitive in the league, in the couple of tournaments that we're playing in, and then eventually in the state tournament. So a lot to look forward to. Really excited to get going next Wednesday night. And yeah, just real excited to be a part of this.
Thank you, Coach. That's it for this month of BNEWS Sports Hub. I'd like to thank my guests, head coach Bobby Conceison, seniors Dillon O'Reilly, Will Curtin, and Koby Sloan. I also want to thank you all for watching. I'm Anthony Matos, and we'll see you next time on BNEWS Sports Hub.